Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today's video is a quick unboxing and an overview of the Asus ZenFone Max Pro M2. This is a mid-range budget phone that is currently sold on Flipkart in the price range of Rs 13,000 to 17,000. It is available in three variants of RAM, that is 3GB, 4GB and 6GB capacity. The phone that I've bought is 4GB variant and blue in color. So let me open the box and see what we get inside. We get a SIM ejector tool and we also get a back cover that is transparent and flexible. There is some documentation that has the quick start guide and warranty info. And then we get to see the phone itself. It has a faster processor, a higher capacity battery and a cornering Gorilla Glass for maximum durability. So let's see what else we get in the box, and we get a battery charger and a micro USB cable as well. This is a 10-watt charger rated at 5 volts and 2 amps. The phone has a very premium look with the cornering Gorilla Glass at the front, and on the back it's got a glossy finish that is reflective and it's a fingerprint magnet as well. This is not metal but it's plastic. It has a metallic finish though and looks as good as metal, which is fantastic. Let's take a physical overview of this phone and see where the controls are placed. So on the top we have a secondary noise cancellation microphone, and to the right side we have the power button and the volume rocker. At the bottom we see the 3.5mm headphone jack followed by the primary microphone. Next is the micro USB port for charging, and lastly we see a speaker grill. The SIM tray is placed on the left side of the phone, and it has a slot for the micro SD card in addition to the two Nano SIM card slots. Now let's take a look at the back, and we see two cameras. The top one is the 12 megapixel primary lens with Sony IMX486 sensor having an aperture of f1.8. The bottom one is a 5 megapixel secondary camera used for depth sensing. The rear camera has electronic image stabilization or EIS feature that will help record a smooth video footage. This camera can record video in 4K resolution as well. Below the camera lens we get an LED flash. There is a fingerprint scanner in the center for unlocking the phone. On the front side we have a 6.26-inch Full HD Plus display with a notch on the top. The earpiece is located just above the notch. We also get a front facing LED flash and then a 13 megapixel shooter with f2.0 aperture. This phone weighs about 175 grams in spite of having a massive battery of 5000 mAh. So let me power on this phone and set it up, and in the meantime let's take a look at the configuration. So the Asus ZenFone Max Pro M2 has a 6.26 IPS Full HD Plus screen with a notch on the top and a cornering Gorilla Glass. It comes paired with a Snapdragon 660 SoC octa-core processor, 3GB, 4GB or 6GB of RAM, or 32 or 64GB of internal storage. It has dual SIM slots with dedicated slot for microSD card. There is a 12 megapixel f1.8 primary camera and a 5 megapixel depth camera on the back, and a 13 megapixel f2.0 camera on the front. It comes with a 5000 mAh battery with a fingerprint scanner and a face unlock feature. So the phone is all set up, and this runs on the stock Android OS, and the version is 8.1, which is Oreo. We can expect an update to Android 9 sometime in the early 2019. Some of the other features of this phone includes the smart screen on, wherein the screen remains turned on while you are looking at it as long as the phone is held in upright position. Since this is stock Android, we don't get any bloatwares and we get to see most of the Google apps pre-installed. There is also an FM radio app and a sound recorder app that are provided by Asus. Let's quickly set up the fingerprint scanner and see how it performs. As you can see, it is pretty fast in unlocking, and Asus has done a good job here. Let's move to the camera department and see what options and features we get there. There is a scene mode for better pictures that has options for auto, pro, HDR, sports and night mode. We see a flash button to turn on the flash. We also get a beauty option for enhancing the portrait photos. Next is a real-time bokeh button for background blur. Now let's take a look at the bokeh mode. We can control how much background blur we want by using this slider. And as you can see, it takes the pictures very fast without taking much time for processing the image. And at the bottom we have some color filter options. And here are some of the snaps that I took with the rear facing camera. Regarding my initial impressions of this phone, this is a very good launch by Asus, and they have really come back this time with better specs and good performing phone. The fingerprint scanner works great, the phone has got good looks, better camera and a massive battery of 5000 mAh. This phone is a tough competitor for the Redmi Note Pro 6, which is equally good in all the aspects. So guys, that was a very quick unboxing and my initial impressions. I'll be using this phone for some time and will post an in-depth review of it. Hope this video was useful to you. Please do give it a like if it helped. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.